Everybody, welcome to Calhoun Aviation Experience. I am Calvin Calhoun.
I'm William.
And I am Layton Calhoun.
All right, we got our future pilots right here, and today we want to just show you some of the basic learning things that we're going through right now. I know some of you who might be watching the streams are having a great time watching streams, but the streams are not everything. You got to learn the stuff that happens and why it happens on the stream so it can prepare them for pilot school. I'm also going for my private pilot's license. That's something that I want to do, so they'll kind of get to see the work ethic that goes into being a pilot. So one of the things we're going to look at today is one of the first things that they will learn when they get ready to go into school, go into a pilot school, and that is clearances and different ways of flying. So there's two different ways of flying, boys. Can someone give me the two different, let me scoot right here. Give me the two different ways of flying.
IFR and VFR.
IFR.
Which is instrument flight rules.
So that's instrument flight rules.
And then there's VFR.
Which is visual flight rules.
Which is VFR, which is visual flight rules. Now, for all those who are watching, when they start off school or whenever they start off school, they will not learn IFR first. They'll actually learn VFR. So for today's lesson today, we're going to look at VFR. Now, one of the most intimidating things for pilots, and it will probably even include me, is looking at talking to ATC, VFR rules, visual flight rules, all right? And it basically the understanding is you're flying by what you see. Visual flight rules mean, look, when I can tell you what I can see. I see the ground. I can see where I'm going. I can see traffic in the distance. So there's certain rules. I can go up so high in visual flight rules. There's certain altitudes I can't go up to and be in visual flight rules. So basically, these are starting out. Virtually any plane can do visual flight rules. But for them, they're going to start learning out on a what?
Cessna.
Cessna. All right. These are the model of the Cessna. They might, Lord willing, they might even start off on a Cirrus. It just depends on whatever plane they start on, a Cessna or a Cirrus, but they will start off in what we call a general aviation aircraft. So today, we want to start looking at some of the basics in how you talk to air traffic control, because that's one of the most intimidating things that they will do. All right? We've been looking over some YouTube videos, and I don't profess to be a professional on this at all, so if there's anything I may say that might be wrong, please put it in the comments so that we can make sure that we're sharing the right information. And I'm sharing it with them also, because we're always supposed to stay in a learning position. All right, visual flight rules. All right, when you get ready to call up the air traffic control, what must you tell them first?
Who they are.
All right, so you want to talk about who are you speaking to? Who are you speaking to? And then what's next?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Where are you?
Where are you?
And what do you want?
And your request. Okay. All right. Oh, man, request is a Q, not a G. All right. Now, all right, that's kind of what you want to do when you first call up for visual flight. So today we're going to look at, we're going to stay with Tallahassee International Airport. Tallahassee International Airport is located in a what class airspace?
Charlie.
It's in a class Charlie. Okay? So there's certain rules that pertain to the class Charlie. Does anyone have those rules that pertain to the class Charlie? Go ahead, Layton.
You must establish two-way radio communications with ATC prior to entry.
Mm-hmm.
Must maintain those communications while in the airspace. You have to have 3 statute mile visibility, at least stay 500 feet below the clouds, 2,000 feet from the sides, and 1,000 feet above. You need a two-way radio working transponder with mode C altitude reported. They also need to be capable of 4096 mode 3A or mode S. You need a transponder unless you fly over the top of the class C. You also need a ADSB. Be sure to check part 91.225.
All right. So those are the rules. Because you're in every airspace, has rules. Tallahassee's in the class Charlie, so it has rules. Quincy, that's located about 20 minutes outside of Tyler, is a class Delta, so it has rules. Atlanta, Miami, Orlando, those are class what?
Bravos.
Bravos, and they have certain rules. And of course, the class Alpha airspace is airspace above 18,000 feet, and class Golf and Echo are below 2,000 feet.
And also
1,200.
And also to make sure you remind you of the 3, the 5, 2, and 1. Just think of 3 Cessna 152s.
All right. So what he was referring to is the weather minimums that you can fly in visual flight rules. Meaning this, the reason he says 3 Cessna 152 is because the weather minimums to fly in a class Charlie is you must have 3 statute mile visibility. That means you must be able to see at least 3 miles ahead of you, statute miles ahead of you. You must be 1,000 feet above the clouds. You can be 500 feet below the clouds and 2,000 feet to the sides of the clouds. You do not go through clouds when you're flying VFR because that can mess up your orientation, but also, especially if it's a storm cloud, you will crash. And we're just going to simplify it just like that. You will crash.
You can fly through clouds with IFR.
Right. Now, certain jets are big enough to handle it. They typically still won't even take a jet through a storm cloud. Okay? They will divert away from a storm cloud. Lightning, they don't want to put anybody, because what's the role of ATC? What's their role? What's their purpose?
To make sure that planes get from one place safely.
Yes, to get from one place to another, but their overall purpose is public safety. Okay? So let's go and jump on this VFR. Who first?
Tallahassee clearance and delivery.
Tallahassee clearance and delivery. All right. Now, each of the boys have their own call sign. Layton is November 811, and William is November 930. Okay. So you give your call sign. You want to say where you are at the airport. You guys let them know, hey, for Tallahassee, I'm at Millionaire. I'm at the FBO. I'm at Gate Bravo 6. I'm at Cargo. You got to let them know where you are. But then your request is, because we're flying visual flight rules, your request will be you want to depart VFR. You would like to go VFR.
To wherever you go.
To wherever you go. Visual. I would like to fly VFR to the southeast, depending on where you want to go. All right? So let's get into some little practices and some little fun things right here, so that the boys can kind of share some of the things that they're doing. All right, so let me clear this out right here. Now, boys, I'm going to go ahead and show you this, and I'm going to tell you this. Now, one of the things we do when you see on the stream, and you'll begin to hear it more, is the communication with air traffic control. That's something even my father's like, where's the air traffic control? Well, the VATSIM network is our major network. There's 4 networks: VATSIM, Pilot Edge, POSCON, and IVAO. But we typically found VATSIM, that's the most popular one, that they can talk to simulated air traffic control. So you have people who simulate being the pilot, and then you have people who simulate air traffic control. Right now, William, coming up on his 14th birthday, he'll be able to log into VATSIM and actually participate in those types of things. It's very, very fun. I will probably do a stream for you in a very busy airspace to show you kind of how that works. So let's look at, so today we're at Tallahassee International Airport. We're flying GA aircraft. We're gonna fly a Cessna 152 today, and we're gonna park these babies right at Millionaire. Okay, Millionaire.
And be sure to check your ATIS before you go.
Very good. What does ATIS stand for? Do you know what ATIS stands for?
Automatic Terminal
Information System.
Right. What does the Automatic Terminal Information System give you?
Give you all the information about where the winds are, what runway they're taking off,
the weather.
Basically the weather and the information, like for example, information uniform or information.
Right. Very good. So the ATIS gives us the information about what the weather is at the airport, what's going on at the airport, if there's any emergencies. It tells us also what's the departing runway and what's the arriving runway. So it gives us all this information, and we're going to do a video on ATIS to show you, because it's a coded language that the pilots have to learn so that they can know what to do. Now, there's two ways we can do this, boys. When you're talking to air traffic control, the most intimidating thing is the speed, okay? Some people who've been flying a long time can give clearances back to the air traffic control very, very fast, okay? And there's some that can't do it so fast. The point is to get it right, okay? So there's two ways you can, if you're good at listening, more power to you. But one of the things that Dr. Brickler showed us when he took us up in his series is to have a little notebook, a little small notebook, but also learn how to shorthand. And what I mean by shorthand is this. Let's say you get the weather. Let's see, the weather at Tallahassee is 270 at 5. So the winds are out of 270 at 5, and the altimeter is 3002. Landing and departing runway 27. And that's pretty much mostly what you need if you're going to give your clearance. If you're departing off of a standard instrument departure, Tallahassee does not have that. Nothing to worry about. We're flying VFR anyway. So that's standard information. This is the shorthand of the information that they need to know. Okay, we got our winds, we got our altimeter, which is our pressure setting, and we have our departing and arriving runways. Sometimes they will give you a departure frequency, so you might write, I don't know if this is Tallahassee, but 133.97. I'm just using that as an example. You'll write down that frequency. So when you get ready to talk back to air traffic control, you kind of have what you need in front of you, okay? So let's give a good example, okay? Let's say we're departing from Tallahassee to go to Jacksonville, okay? So let's say we're going to depart from Tallahassee and we're going to Jacksonville. Jacksonville is KJAX. We know that Jacksonville is to the east of Tallahassee, right?
Right.
We get to Tallahassee. We know ATIS always has a letter assigned to it. It can be any letter of the alphabet. It just depends on where they are in the alphabet. So let's make the terminal ATIS letter today S for Sierra, okay? All right. Let's look at this real quickly. All right. So the way that this would go is this, and I'll use my call sign. This is Cessna 1125. There we go. Yeah. Tallahassee delivery. This is Cessna 1125 at Million Air. We're requesting VFR to the east. I have information Sierra on board. Okay? Now, I covered all of the bases as it is. Sorry about that. I covered all the bases there is. I said who I was talking to. That was Tallahassee Clearance and Delivery. I said who I was. Cessna 1125. I said I'm at Millionaire, and I'm picking up VFR to the east. Head to Jacksonville. Okay? So let's give the boys a challenge and some fun. All right? Layton?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to fly to, let's fly you out to Pensacola, KPNS. Okay, Layton? Go ahead and give your clearance. I will simulate Tallahassee Air Traffic Control delivery. You pick up the VFR clearance. Go ahead.
Tallahassee clearance. This is November 811 at Millionaire requesting VFR departure to the west. I have information Sierra on board.
November 811, this is Tallahassee ground. Good evening. You're cleared to the VFR to the east. VFR to the west. Runway 27. Taxi via Bravo 6 Bravo.
Runway 27, taxi via Bravo 6 Bravo, November 811.
Good job. All right, let's take a look. That's fine. Good job. Just very basic stuff. Now, we're going to do pattern there, but we just want to get comfortable with it. William.
Yes, sir.
Let's say you're going to take your special plane up to Atlanta, KATL, Hartsfield, Jackson. Okay? All right. Pick you up your VFR. Take your time.
Okay. Tallahassee clearance and delivery. This is November 9:30 at Million Air requesting VFR to do more information Sierra on board.
Tallahassee ground, November 9:30. Good afternoon. Runway 27 for departure. Taxi via Bravo 6, Bravo.
Runway 27, taxi via Bravo 6, Bravo.
All right. Good job. Good job. Okay. All right. So now you kind of got the idea of how this works. All right, Layton. We're going to head down to Orlando, KMCO. Pick it up and let's see how far we can go.
Taxi clearance. This is November 11 at Millionaire requesting VFR departure to the south. I have information Sierra on board.
Tallahassee delivery November 11. Good afternoon. VFR to the south is approved. Tallahassee altimeter is 2992.
Tallahassee altimeter 2992, November 11.
November 8/11, runway 27 for departure, taxi via Bravo 6, Bravo, hold short, runway 27.
Runway 27, taxi via Bravo 6, Bravo, hold short, runway 27, November 11.
November 8/11, call tower on 119.1.
Contact tower 119.1, November 11.
You switched over to tower now.
Tallahassee Tower, this is November 11, holding short at runway 27.
November 8/11, Tallahassee Tower winds 270 at 5. Runway 27 clear for takeoff.
Flat runway hang, clear takeoff, November 11.
November 8/11, after takeoff, you can proceed VFR to the southeast.
After takeoff, proceed VFR to the east, November 11.
November 8/11, I believe your route was taking you to the southeast. Can you confirm that?
Yes, sir. November 11, we're headed to the southeast.
Proceed on course. Contact departure on 133.7.
Contact departure 133.7.
Good job, good job. I made up a lot of that. I made up a lot of that for him, but that's kind of what he will see. All right, William, let's hightail it, okay, buddy? I know what you like. I know where you want to go, William. Let's go. Let's head out to your city, KMIA. The MIA, the 305 to Miami, William. Let's pick up the VFR, buddy.
Okay.
And remember, shorthanded, it's not about speed. It's about what? Learning. So let's go.
Tallahassee clearance and delivery. This is November 9:30 at Million Air requesting VFR to the southeast. Information Sierra on board.
Tallahassee delivery, clearance and delivery, good afternoon. November 9:30, you are approved VFR to the southeast. Expect runway 27 for departure. Runway 27, taxi via Bravo 6, Bravo.
Runway 27, taxi via Bravo 6, Bravo.
November 9:30, hold short, runway 27.
Hold short at runway 27, November 9:30.
November 9:30, contact tower on 119.1.
Contact tower at 119.1, November 9:30.
All right, you contact the tower. Now, you switched over to tower. Go.
Tallahassee Tower, this is November 9:30, holding short. November 9th.
Holding short where?
At runway 27.
There you go. All right, good. All right, Tallahassee Tower, November 9:30. Winds 270 at 5. Fly the runway heading runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, November 9:30.
Good job. November 9:30. After takeoff, proceed VFR to the southeast.
Proceed VFR to the southeast, November 9:30.
November 9:30. Contact departure on 133.7.
Contact departure at 113.7, November 9:30.
Negative November 9:30. Contact departure on 133.97.
Contact departure at 133.97, November 9:30.
Good job. Good job. Good job, boys. That's how you do it. And that's how you have to go over this over and over and over and over again to really get comfortable. But I can tell you this, and I'm probably going to be the same way. When you get into that real aircraft and you're talking to real aircraft, you might get a little nervous. It's okay. Their biggest thing is that you learn it and you feel comfortable with it, okay? So, ladies, let's try a traffic pattern. You're going to be in Tallahassee, okay? Tell me how let's stay in Tallahassee, okay? In the class, Charlie. Call yourself up for a traffic pattern, Layton. How would you call yourself up for a traffic pattern? Let's see if you can just figure it out.
Tallahassee clearance. This is November 8/11. Requesting traffic pattern to the right. I have information. See her on board.
Very good. Requesting traffic pattern work at Tallahassee. That's all you have to tell them. All right? No, November 9:30. This is Tallahassee delivery. Good afternoon. Runway 36. Taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha hold short runway 36.
May you repeat last transmission?
Uh-oh. I may have gave very good. You answered me. I gave the wrong call sign. November 8/11. This is Tallahassee delivery. Runway 36. Taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha hold short runway 36.
Runway 36. Taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha hold short at runway 36. November 11.
November 8/11. Contact tower on 119.1.
Contact tower 119.9.1.
You changed it in the radio. Go.
Tallahassee Tower, this is November 11, holding short, runway 36.
November 8/11. Tallahassee Tower, good afternoon. Make right close traffic pattern. Report midfield downwind every time. Runway 36, clear for takeoff.
Runway 36, clear takeoff, will report midfield on downwind. November 11.
Very good. I didn't even give you that. That's, you know what? And that's them just being around, hearing me actually do some of this stuff. So that's really good. William, pick up a traffic pattern at Tallahassee.
Okay.
Who you calling? Go
okay.
Through.
Tallahassee clearance delivery. This is November 9:30. Requesting traffic pattern.
November 9:30. This is Tallahassee delivery. Good afternoon. Runway 36. Taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha hold short 36.
Runway 36. Taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha hold short at runway 36. November 9:30.
November 9:30. Contact tower on 119.8. I'm sorry, 119.1.
Contact tower at 119.1. November 9:30.
You change it in the radio. Go.
November Tallahassee Tower. This is November 9:30. Holding short at runway 36.
November 9:30. Tallahassee Tower. Good afternoon. Runway 36 cleared for takeoff. Make right close traffic pattern. Report midfield downwind.
Clear for takeoff. Report on downwind. November 9:30.
All right, that was a tricky one. All right, so when you make a traffic pattern, you're going to tell them that you're going to, because you need to tell them which way you're going. You're going to either make a right closed traffic pattern or you're going to make a left closed traffic pattern. I wanted you to make a right closed traffic pattern. That means, so you want to tell them that you're going to the right, and what they're saying is report midfield downwind. So this is the downwind portion of that runway. The midfield is right here, the middle of the field. All right? Midfield. So what you would say is runway 36, make right closed traffic pattern, report midfield downwind. Okay?
Okay.
And then we'll get into talking about different types of landings you can do in a traffic pattern. You can do a stop and go, you can do a touch and go, you can do a full stop. All right? So today, this is what we're doing, y'all. This is the fun stuff that we're going over. And as soon as they can get onto the network, I'm going to let them get on the network and they can learn how to do VFR clearances. This is what they will do the majority of their starting time as a pilot. Instrument flight rules, you'll get into that when you get your instrument rating and learn how to give those clearances like that. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. My name is Calvin.
My name is Warrior.
My name's Layton.
We're future pilots, and guess what? You have a great day, and thank you for tuning in to Calhoun Aviation Experience. Have a great day.